So poor, according to this definition, is lacking sufficient money to cover basic needs such as food and shelter.
I would agree.
Yes. So from a census standpoint in the United States, poverty is measured by comparing a person's income or a family's income to a set poverty threshold. That's a minimum amount of income needed to cover that individual's basic needs. So the current poverty threshold for a household of one in America is $14,580. A family of four, it's about $30,000. So according to the U.S. Census Bureau, they estimate in 2021, 37.9 million Americans live in poverty.
Wow.
Which translates to about 11.6% of the population.
Does that surprise you? I feel like that's more than I thought.
That is more. I mean, 37
I think more than one out of 10
38
people are in poverty.
Yeah, 38 million Americans.
Oof.
Yeah, that are considered that poverty line.
That's serious.
Yeah.
And so one person household, 14,580 compared to a one person income of 175,000. That is a far cry from actual poor poverty. Because in my
definition.
mind, if you say I'm poor, we're talking poverty level.
That's right. Yes.
Now you can joke about it of like I'm broke, right? We all say that.
Right.
But this is actual poverty.
True poverty, yes. According to pewresearch.org, if you're making $175,000 a year with four people in your family in Nashville, Tennessee, you're considered upper class, along with 20% of this region's population. So in Nashville, it's that. And I understand in San Francisco with, living situations or Miami, New York, the standard of living is higher, right, than here in Nashville. But still, $175,000. And that shows me, I'm like, George, this is a clearly the definition of it's not an income problem. It's a you problem.
It's not an issue, it's an ish me. You like that? Use that on Winston tonight. Well, really, you have to flip it to put it on Winston.
I was going to say,
You have to say, it's not an ish me, it's an ish you.
It's an issue. It's not an
See
ish
how
me.
he takes that.
Sounds like...
I think he'll be so impressed that he just gives up.
It sounds like Ishmael. I don't know. It sounds like a biblical Ishmael.
That's how I roll. So if this survey of people making 175 grand can teach regular people anything, it's that being rich and feeling rich are two very different things. So you don't need to make over 175 grand before you can be rich or feel rich. We did our millionaire study, and we found that a third of millionaires, actual net worth millionaires, never made more than six figures in their life.
Yes.
I mean, under that.
Absolutely. And that's what we believe at Ramsey all the time is like, regardless of what you make, your money habits are huge. So anyone from any walk of life can choose to say, hey, I'm going to put a set of principles in my life to win with money.